Welcome to your February planting guide, the perfect time to get a head start on your vegetable garden and prepare for a productive growing season. While it may still feel like winter in many areas, February is actually a smart and strategic month for gardeners who want earlier harvests. The soil is beginning to warm slightly, daylight hours are increasing, and many cool season vegetables are ready to grow under these conditions. Crops like peas, spinach, radishes, kale, and lettuce are well suited for February planting because they tolerate cooler soil and lower temperatures. These vegetables germinate quickly and don't require warm weather to thrive. In fact, cooler conditions often improve their flavor and texture. By planting now, you give these crops time to establish strong roots before spring temperatures rise. With the right crop choices and basic preparation, February can set the foundation for a successful and rewarding vegetable garden. Plant in February 10 hardy vegetable plants that grow fast and feed your family naturally. 1. Hardy peas, sweet early greens for spring meals. Peas are a well-known cool-season vegetable that perform best when planted early in the year, making February an ideal time to get them started. They grow well in soil that has begun to warm slightly but is still cool, allowing seeds to germinate without stress from high temperatures. Because peas tolerate light frost, they can be planted directly in the garden as soon as the ground is workable. For gardeners with limited space or unpredictable weather, peas can also be started indoors in small containers and transplanted outdoors once the seedlings are strong enough to handle outdoor conditions. These plants grow quickly and develop climbing vines that produce clusters of green pods in a relatively short period of time. Most pea varieties reach harvest in late spring, offering a fresh and mildly sweet flavor that works well in many meals. Peas are also a good source of plant-based protein, fiber, and essential vitamins, making them a healthy addition to a home garden. To achieve the best results, peas should be planted in a location that receives full sun for most of the day. The soil should drain well and be enriched with compost or organic matter to support steady growth. Since peas are natural climbers, providing support is important. Simple garden stakes, wire fencing, or a trellis will help keep the vines upright, improve air circulation, and make harvesting easier. Once planted, peas require consistent moisture, especially during flowering and pod development. Regular watering and occasional weeding will help maintain healthy plants. As temperatures rise, the vines will continue producing pods that can be harvested every few days to encourage continued growth. Including peas in your February planting schedule allows you to enjoy a reliable, productive crop that fits easily into salads, soups, stir-fries, and everyday meals as spring progresses. 2. Mâche, nutty lamb's lettuce for early greens. Mâche, also known as lamb's lettuce, is one of the best leafy greens to plant early in the year. It is especially suitable for February planting because its tender leaves can handle cold soil and light frost without damage. Gardeners can start mâche seeds in trays indoors or sow them directly outdoors, depending on local weather conditions. Either method works well, as mâche germinates reliably in cool temperatures. The leaves have a mild, slightly nutty taste, making them a popular choice for fresh salads when few other greens are available. One of the main advantages of mâche is its fast growth and compact size. It does not require much space and fits easily into small garden beds or raised planters. Because it matures quickly, mâche is often one of the first crops ready to harvest in late winter or early spring. This makes it especially useful for gardeners who want fresh produce before the main growing season begins. To grow mâche successfully, select a well-drained location that receives partial sun to full sun. Sow the seed shallowly about a quarter-inch deep, and keep the soil evenly moist during germination. Seeds usually sprout within 1 to 2 weeks. Mâche prefers cool weather and grows best when temperatures remain moderate. Warmer conditions can cause the plants to bolt, so early planting is recommended. 3. Fast-growing radishes, quick turnaround veggies. Radishes are one of the fastest-growing vegetables you can plant in February, often ready to harvest just 3 to 4 weeks after sowing. Because they grow so quickly, radishes are a great choice for gardeners who want early results without waiting months for produce. These cool-season root vegetables handle chilly soil well and do not require warm temperatures to germinate, making them ideal for late winter or very early spring planting. As long as the ground is workable and not frozen solid, radish seeds can be sown directly into the soil. Radishes grow best in partial to full sun and prefer evenly moist soil. Consistent watering helps prevent the roots from becoming tough or overly spicy. Loose, well-draining soil is also important, as compacted soil can cause misshapen roots or slow growth. Because radishes have shallow roots, they do not need deep soil and can be grown successfully in raised beds, garden rows, or containers on patios and balconies. This makes them a practical option for gardeners with limited space. When planted in February, radish seeds germinate quickly and begin developing strong roots before many other vegetables are ready to grow. Most varieties require very little maintenance beyond regular watering and occasional thinning to prevent overcrowding. Thinning seedlings early allows the remaining plants to form full-sized, crisp roots. 4. Bok choy, tender Asian greens quick to harvest. Bok choy is a cool-tolerant Asian leafy green that performs especially well when planted in late winter. Sowing bok choy in February allows gardeners to take advantage of mild temperatures before the heat of spring arrives. Seeds can be planted directly into garden beds that are protected from hard frost, or started indoors and transplanted once conditions are suitable. Because bok choy grows quickly, it is an excellent choice for gardeners who want fast results early in the season. This vegetable is known for its crisp white stems and soft green leaves, both of which are edible and versatile in the kitchen. Bok choy can be harvested in just a few weeks, making it ideal for stir-fries, soups, noodle dishes, and fresh salads. Unlike larger brassica crops such as cabbage or broccoli, bok choy does not require a long growing period. Its ability to mature rapidly in cool soil often leads to earlier harvests and more consistent yields. For best results, bok choy should be planted in fertile, well-drained soil that has been enriched with compost or organic matter. A location that receives partial to full sunlight will help seedlings establish strong roots without experiencing stress. Consistent moisture is important, especially during early growth, so watering should be regular but not excessive. While bok choy tolerates cool temperatures well, young plants should still be protected from extreme cold if frost becomes severe. With proper care and timing, bok choy can provide a productive and low-maintenance harvest during a time when few other vegetables are ready to grow. 5. Leafy kale, nutrient powerhouse all winter long. Kale is one of the most cold-tolerant leafy greens you can begin growing as early as February. It thrives in cool soil and can handle low temperatures better than many other vegetables. Because of this, kale is an excellent option for gardeners who want to start their growing season early. Even when temperatures fluctuate or light frost occurs, kale continues to grow steadily and produce high-quality leaves. This vegetable is well known for its nutritional value. Kale is rich in vitamins A, C, and K, as well as fiber, calcium, and antioxidants. When harvested young, the leaves are tender and mild, making them ideal for fresh salads, smoothies, or light sautés. If allowed to mature, the leaves become thicker and more robust, which works well for soups, stews, and baked dishes. This flexibility allows gardeners to harvest kale at different stages, depending on their needs. To get started, kale seeds can be planted indoors in seed trays or sown directly into a prepared garden bed, as long as the ground is workable and frost conditions are not extreme. Using well-draining soil and keeping it evenly moist will encourage quick and reliable germination, usually within 1 to 2 weeks. Once seedlings emerge, they should receive plenty of light to prevent weak or leggy growth. 6. Turnips, quick-growing and versatile. Turnips are a hardy root vegetable that works especially well for February sowing, particularly in regions where the soil remains cool and slightly moist. They grow quickly and are well suited for early season gardening, making them a smart choice for gardeners who want dependable results without much effort. Most turnip varieties reach harvest size in about 30 to 60 days, which makes them one of the faster vegetables you can plant during late winter or early spring. Both parts of the plant are edible. The round roots are mild and slightly sweet, while the leafy greens can be cooked or eaten fresh when young. Turnips are commonly used in soups, stews, stir-fries, and roasted vegetable dishes, and the greens work well in sautés or as a substitute for other cooking greens. They are also a good source of fiber, vitamin C, and several essential minerals. To plant turnips, sow seeds directly into the garden in shallow rows about ½ an inch deep. Space rows roughly 12 to 18 inches apart. Once the seedlings emerge, thin them to allow about 3 to 4 inches between plants. Proper spacing is important to help the roots grow evenly and develop a firm, round shape. Crowded plants often produce small or misshapen roots. 7. Swiss chard bright greens for quick harvests. Swiss chard is a cool-tolerant leafy green that can be grown easily from seed or transplant, making it a reliable choice for early season gardening. Planting can begin as early as February in many regions, allowing gardeners to enjoy tender, young leaves in early spring. Swiss chard grows well in cooler temperatures and develops quickly when conditions are right, making it a practical option for gardeners who want fast results. This vegetable is known for its broad, nutritious leaves and thick, colorful stems, which can range from white and yellow to red and pink, depending on the variety. Both the leaves and stems are edible and can be used in a wide range of dishes, including salads, stir-fries, soups, and sautés. Swiss chard is rich in vitamins A, C, and K, as well as minerals like magnesium and potassium, making it a healthy addition to everyday meals. One of the biggest advantages of growing Swiss chard is that it is a cut-and-come-again crop. Instead of harvesting the entire plant at once, gardeners can remove the outer leaves as needed while leaving the center intact. This allows the plant to continue producing new leaves over a long period, extending the harvest season without replanting. For best results, Swiss chard should be planted in fertile, well-drained soil with good organic matter. Regular watering is important, especially during germination and early growth, to help seedlings establish strong roots. While Swiss chard prefers consistent moisture, the soil should not be waterlogged. The plant tolerates light frost and cool nights well, which makes it suitable for early planting and dependable as temperatures slowly rise. 8. Spinach tender greens for fast family meals. Spinach is a popular cool season vegetable that performs best when planted early in the year, especially in February. It grows quickly in mild temperatures and produces tender, dark green leaves that are well suited for salads, smoothies, sautés, and a wide range of home-cooked meals. Because spinach prefers cooler soil, early planting allows the crop to mature before warmer weather causes it to bolt or turn bitter. It also tolerates light frost, making it a reliable option for gardeners looking to start the growing season early. Spinach can be sown directly outdoors as soon as the soil can be worked, or started indoors and transplanted later if temperatures are still unpredictable. When planting outdoors, select a location that receives full sun to partial shade and has loose, nutrient-rich soil with good drainage. Consistent moisture is essential during germination, as spinach seeds can dry out easily. Mulching lightly can help retain moisture and regulate soil temperature. Most spinach varieties are ready to harvest within 4 to 6 weeks. Leaves can be harvested all at once or picked gradually by removing the outer leaves first, allowing the center of the plant to continue growing. This method extends the harvest period and maximizes yield from each plant. For steady supply, succession planting is recommended. By sowing small batches of seeds every 2 to 3 weeks, gardeners can enjoy fresh spinach well into late spring. In addition to being easy to grow, spinach is highly nutritious. It is rich in iron, vitamins A and C, and antioxidants that support overall health. Growing spinach at home ensures fresher produce and better flavor compared to store-bought options, while also providing a cost-effective way to add healthy greens to everyday meals early in the year. 9. Lettuce, crisp leaves for spring salads. Lettuce is a cool season crop that performs especially well when planted early in the year, making February an excellent time to get started. It grows quickly, tolerates low temperatures, and provides an early harvest of fresh greens at a time when garden options are still limited. By planting lettuce now, you can enjoy crisp, flavorful leaves in early spring while avoiding the heat stress that often affects later plantings. There are many types of lettuce to choose from, including loose leaf, romaine, butterhead, and head varieties. Loose leaf types are ideal for early planting because they mature quickly and can be harvested leaf by leaf. Head lettuces take a bit longer but offer fuller harvests for salads and meals. Starting seeds indoors in trays is a good option if frost is still a concern. Once seedlings develop strong roots and a few true leaves, they can be transplanted outdoors when temperatures are consistently cool but not freezing. Lettuce prefers well-drained soil that stays evenly moist. Dry soil can cause slow growth or bitter leaves, while overly wet conditions may lead to disease. A location with partial sun works well, especially in areas where spring temperatures rise quickly. February's cooler weather helps prevent bolting, which happens when lettuce is exposed to heat and begins producing tall, tough stems instead of tender leaves. 10. Beets, versatile roots for early planting. Beets are a hardy root vegetable that can be sown directly into garden beds in February as soon as the soil can be worked, especially in mild winter regions. These seeds sprout into greens above ground and form sweet, tender roots below, giving you dual harvests of leaves and beets for cooking and salads. Whether roasted, boiled, or sautéed, homegrown beets offer rich color and earthy flavor that's hard to beat. To grow beets successfully, prepare loose, stone-free soil and plant seeds a bit deeper than leafy greens so roots have room to expand. Keep the soil moist during germination and thin seedlings to give each beet space to develop. With regular care, you'll enjoy a versatile crop that feeds your family with both nutritious greens and hardy roots. Conclusion. Now that you know the top vegetables to plant in February and how to care for them, you're ready to turn bare garden beds into a productive space filled with healthy crops. February is an ideal time to start cool season vegetables because the soil is beginning to warm while temperatures are still mild enough to support steady growth. By planting early, you give these vegetables a strong start before warmer weather arrives, allowing them to mature at the right pace and produce better yields. Growing vegetables like peas, radishes, spinach, kale, and other cold-tolerant crops in February helps you enjoy fresh, homegrown food much earlier in the year. These plants are known for their quick growth and low maintenance needs, making them a practical choice for both beginner and experienced gardeners. With basic care such as proper watering, good soil preparation, and occasional pest checks, you can maintain healthy plants throughout the season. An early planting schedule also extends your overall harvest period. This means fewer trips to the grocery store, lower food costs, and more control over what your family eats. Homegrown vegetables are fresher, free from unnecessary chemicals, and full of nutrients. By taking advantage of February planting, you set up your garden for long-term success and create a reliable source of fresh produce straight from your backyard.